Good evening, everyone. Just going to give a couple of minutes while people continue to join. We've got a few people on at the moment. I can see the numbers are going up, so I'll just leave it for a couple of minutes, give everyone a chance to log on. Just while we're waiting for people to log on, just want to introduce myself quickly. I'm Ollie Parks. I'm the marketing manager here at Forever UK. And I'm joined as well by Rachel, who you'll meet in a little bit. She's our social media expert. So she'll be guiding you through all of the social media stuff that we've got going on, all of our assets, and she's got some great stuff to share with you. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what Rachel's got to say as well. Basically, in this webinar, we're going to be going through the January campaign that we've set up. The reason for the campaign is twofold, really. The first one is to help you as FBOs give you some kind of focus towards the start of the year, to give you some great assets, to be able to help you with the knowledge of all the products and the company as much as possible, so that we can really hit the ground running when we get into 2021. It's also a little bit on a personal note as well, just to help you kind of set goals for yourself, help you kind of hit the new year really strong in terms of everything that you want to achieve and get out of the business opportunity as well. So I think yeah, it's started to level off the amount of people which are joining now. So I'm going to get started. So welcome everyone. As I said, I'm Ollie Parks. I'm the marketing manager, and I've got Rachel Sharpe, who's our social media expert, with us as well. So we're going to be with you for the next half an hour or so. So what I just want to start off by saying is the 2021 January campaign is kind of the second phase, really, of the campaign that we're running at the moment in December. So as a brief overview, January is going to be all about kind of goal setting. It's all about getting you in the right mindset to hit the year really strong. Things like thinking about your health, thinking about your wellness, thinking about your how you want your Forever business to take off in this new year, and setting all those goals and everything in order to achieve that. And that's one of the main things. But we also want to really tie this into the December campaign. So the December campaign, which we're running at the moment, is all about reflection, and it's reflecting back on the previous year of 2020. And I'd really encourage you, we've still got a couple of weeks left of this, to really focus on 2020 before we move into 2021. The reason being for that is it's a great thing, reflection, because it means that you can go back, and although it's been quite a difficult year for a number of different reasons, there are still a lot of things that we can take from this year. And it's really reflecting back and thinking, what have I achieved this year? What have I learned about myself? How have I grown throughout this year? And pushing that into 2021. So what a lot of the time when people go into January and they set their goals and they're all ambitious on day one, and they go and hit it hard, and they'll lose weight and they'll get fit and all that. And then at the end of January, it all kind of plateaus, and February plateaus a little bit, and then March, and then they might pick up throughout the rest of the year. And then we're back in the same cycle, and back in January 2022, we're like, yes, we're going to hit it hard again. And one of the main reasons that we think that this is the case is not enough time has been spent on reflecting on actually what you want to achieve. So looking back over 2020, I'd really kind of employ you to go back and think, well, what have I achieved during this year? What have I learned about myself? What have I found that I really enjoyed? How have I found that I've really worked? And taking all of that knowledge about yourself and the understanding about yourself and what you really want to achieve, not just what companies tell you, what the news tells you about, I've got to go and get fit, I've got to lose weight, I've got to become more healthy. And it's asking yourself, why are you wanting to get fitter? Why are you wanting to get healthier? Why are you wanting to set these goals in order to make your business even more successful? And it's really understanding your motivations, your drivers. And the best way of doing that is looking inwardly, looking backwards, so that you can really hit the new year hard, and not only do it for a month and then stop in February and trail off like happens to a lot of people, but keep that going throughout the whole year, because you know exactly what makes you tick and what makes you want to achieve and what you hold dear. So that's why I'd say just go back and do that reflection of the December time in the next couple of weeks, and really think about that. And then we'll get into the January in a much stronger mindset. So once you've done all that, this is what our January 2021 campaign is going to look like. And it's basically all that. It's goal setting, it's motivation. And we've come up with a 4 core kind of concept for this. So it starts off with, in 2020, I will. and this is for you to fill out. So we have come up with, let me just change the slide. Here we go. So I want to be innovative. I want to be committed. I want to be intentional. I want to be willful. These are the 4 things that we're going to be focusing on, and we're going to be focusing a lot of our assets that we're going to be giving you, a lot of our trainings, our teachings, and everything is going to be on these kind of 4 areas. And we want them to kind of be bold, we want them to be powerful, so that you can really like get behind them and feel motivated as you go into the new year. But outside of these 4 as well, I encourage you again to really think about what you want to do when you're going into 2021. And when it says be committed, why are you being committed? When you're being innovative, why are you being innovative? When you're being willful, why are you being willful? When you're being intentional, why are you being intentional? And really understanding that. So this is the big bold overline of what we're doing in January for the campaign. So just as an overview of what we're going to be providing during this time. So we're going to be doing a lot of education and training around our product focuses, which I'll go into in a sec, exactly what those are going to be. Proper nutrition, weight management, and fitness. So those are kind of the key areas. We're going to highlight the benefits of the C9 and what's in the C9 box. Rach is going to go through this in a little bit more detail about what we've got planned on social. But one thing we are going to be doing is some of us at head office are going to be doing that C9, and we're going to be vlogging our experiences of doing it and kind of being with you on that journey as you go through the C9, or if you're getting your customers to go through the C9. So kind of really understanding exactly what's in that box, how it affects you, and how to get the most out of doing that C9. We're also going to be giving you a lot of recipe inspiration for the C9. So C9, one of the things that people often think about it is it's a cleanse, you can't eat anything. It's not, that's not completely true. It's just about tailoring exactly what you are going to eat. And Rachel again is going to go through a bit more of that, but throughout the month, we're going to give you loads of great recipe ideas for that. We're also going to provide a lot of product and business building assets to help drive your business forward. And again, Rachel's going to give you a sneak peek of that later. But loads of stuff that you can share on social media. You've got flyers and things on there. It's all going to be hosted on Forever Knowledge for you to download. And then we've also going to be posting it out on our social channels, going to be posting out on our websites, we're going to be posting out on our e-marketing. So just give you the most amount of assets possible. And then we're also going to hopefully give you a lot of motivation and inspiration for the new year. And as I've said, to really help make 2021 the best year yet for you. So down the bottom there, we've just got a couple of different examples of what we've got as well. So like the build your future with forever, you're kind of focus on your goals, you'll protect your heart, all these kind of assets and so much more is going to be available for you. So the product focuses, these are what we're going to be focusing on mostly. So we've got the aloe vera gels, which are obviously our core range. We've got the C9 and the F15s, C9 particularly to start with, and then moving on to the F15. So a lot of knowledge around that and weight management in general. Forever Light Ultra, so there's vanilla and also the chocolate one is going to be a big focus on that. So it's all about the things that you put into your body to keep you going. And the supplements as well. I mean, this has been a huge area of 2021. People are buying supplements, and Forever has a great range of supplements, and that's another thing that really sits aside proper nutrition. I mean, obviously, we want people to get full nutrition from the food that they eat, but sometimes that's not always possible. And these supplements are a great aid on the side to help you with your lifestyle goals. So yeah, so I'd really recommend these, really focusing on these 4 kind of areas as we go into January. So I'm going to pass over to Rach now. Rach is going to go through our social media side.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So as Ollie mentioned, I'm Rachel Sharpe. I'm the social media executive at Forever's head office. And I'm just going to take you through some of the stuff that we've got planned in January for social media. So first of all, as Ollie mentioned, we are going to provide you with lots of assets that you can use on your own social media channels and beyond, so that you can kind of encourage your customers to give things a try, possibly reach some new people and help to promote the products as well. So we are planning to have some content which highlights the benefits of the C9, as that's going to be one of our big focuses. We're also going to be showcasing what comes in a C9 box. Obviously, there's lots of customers who may not have heard of the C9 before or aren't quite sure what's in the box. So we're going to be doing a little bit of education around that. We're going to have lots of motivational quotes as well that you can share, and lots of assets that you can share onto your own channels to sort of help encourage people through the C9. Obviously, it can be a bit of a difficult one to get through if you haven't got that sort of team spirit and sort of going. So yeah, we're going to provide you with lots of assets to kind of encourage you through the C9 and get everyone sort of on the same page and in the same team. So we're also going to have lots of content highlighting the 4 different gels. We're going to have some information around New Year's resolutions and how to make them stick. As Ollie mentioned at the beginning, obviously New Year's resolutions can quite often fall flat sort of midway through January or after February. So we're going to be doing a little bit of education around how to make your New Year's resolutions stick. We're going to be sharing lots of tasty recipe inspiration during the C9, which is going to include some of the delicious smoothies that are listed in the C9 and some dinner recipes which can be eaten during the programme as well. We're going to be sharing as well some informative motion graphics throughout the month, which will kind of help you to meet your nutritional needs. So that's relevant whether you're doing a C9 or an F15 or not. And they will kind of showcase a variety of really popular meals and pinpoint ways to sneak in a little bit of extra nutrition. Sometimes if you're grabbing things on the go, or if you're just having something that you really crave, you might be missing some essential nutrients there. So we're going to be talking about the Forever supplement range and ways that you can kind of supplement your diet that way. And then we're also going to be providing you with some Aloe Life assets to kind of help you promote the new issue to your customers. The new issue is due to come out on the 12th of January. And so we're going to be providing you with lots of assets that you can use to sort of showcase that to your customers as well. And if you could just flip over to the next slide, Ollie. I will quickly take you through Aloe Life and what to expect in it. It's going to be featuring articles, again, all geared around the new year and sticking to New Year's resolutions. So we've got articles in there about building core strength and flexibility by trying out yoga. We've got, again, the perfect products to fill nutritional gaps. So that's the Forever supplement range and how you can plug any nutritional gaps in your diet. There's information in there about disconnecting to unplug and unwind. Obviously, at the moment, mental health is a big topic, especially given that the year that we've all just been through. So it's talking a little bit about how you can kind of unwind and relax and disconnect to sort of help your mental health. We're also going to be talking about breaking down your goals to help you achieve more. Again, so that's New Year's resolutions and beyond. So any goals that you want to set next year, that's just really going to help you achieve more. And then we've also got some really inspiring stories from FBOs around the world in the magazine as well. So that can kind of inspire you to kind of make the most of 2021. And you can obviously share that with your customers as well. Anyone who might be thinking about joining the business opportunity, there could be some really inspiring stories in there for those people. So if you could go on to the next slide, thank you. So the one of the things that I'm really excited about for on social media in January is our Facebook Live fitness classes. So this is going to tie into our C9 challenge. So the C9 challenge that we're doing on our own social channels is going to be taking place from Monday the 11th of January to Tuesday the 19th of January. So obviously if you guys want to get involved, or if you want to get your customers involved, then that's going to be a really good time to do that, because we're also going to have these Facebook Live fitness classes happening at the same time. So we're going to have them on lots of different times of the day so that people have the opportunity to watch live as much as possible, no matter whether they're working shifts or busy on certain days. The agenda is going to be announced really soon, and hopefully there'll be a few there that you can join in live while they're happening. It's going to also be a really good opportunity to ask the instructors questions kind of about nutrition, fitness and the C9. So there's going to be experts in there on fitness. There's going to be people who have been FBOs for a really long time, so they're definitely open to receiving any of those questions. And at the moment we have Christina Rianoff, Natalie Valenti, Lindsay Jackson and Jill Scott confirmed to take some of those classes, so they're going to be really good classes to get involved in. And then something which Ollie mentioned earlier on the next slide, please, Ollie. So that is that some of the staff members from head office are going to take on the C9. So we're actually going to have 3 people getting involved. And they're going to be doing the C9 along with you, with everyone else at home, which is obviously going to be just great motivation to sort of follow along with the C9 each day if you're doing it from the 11th to the 19th of January. But then I think it's also going to be a really great way to show any customers who are unsure about what the plan entails and how it will make them feel and what the benefits might be. So even if they're not necessarily joining in from the 11th of January, sort of being able to point them in the direction of people who are undertaking that journey as well, can kind of answer any of those questions. So hopefully that will be really useful content for you. So on the next slide, we've got a social media competition. So we like to run our social media competitions every month. So running from the 1st to the 31st of January, we are going to be doing a New Year's resolution competition. So that's going to take place across Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And all we're asking people to do is submit a comment on our channels, telling us what your New Year's resolution is and show us proof that you're sticking to it. So for instance, if your New Year's resolution is that you want to start getting healthier, show us a photo of a nice healthy dinner. If your New Year's resolution is that you want to get out and go for a run every day, then show us a picture of you going out for a run. So we're going to have 5 prizes to give away. So definitely plenty of opportunity to win some prizes there. And then that is also open to customers and FBOs as well. So everybody can join in, and definitely encourage your customers to get involved as well. And there are full terms and conditions available on flpuk.info/January focus. And just make sure that the J in January and F in focus are capitalized so that the link works. That's flpuk.info/January focus. And then finally, on the next slide, this is one that I'm really excited about. So we wanted to really help you get 2021 off to the best start. So we're actually starting a new project, and we're going to call it Bite-Sized Business Trainings, where every single week we're going to post very short training snippets covering a huge range of topics that you can start implementing straight away into your business to give things a bit of a boost. So these are going to be available on our regional Facebook groups. So if you're not already part of your regional Facebook group, then definitely find that and get involved in that. And if you're not sure how to access it, then obviously just get in touch with the marketing team. And also Bob will be sharing some of them on his page as well. So the idea behind these is that we know you're really busy and you want information as quickly as possible. So these are actually just designed to be easily shareable with you and your team, and really easy to digest because they're really short. So you don't have to spend ages sitting in trainings to get all of this kind of information. Hopefully you can just sort of watch it in 1 to 2 minutes, realize how simple it is and how effective it can be, and that can sort of help you to get stuck in and start to improve your business as well. So we're really happy to take feedback on these trainings. So if you do start to watch them and have any ideas for trainings that you think would be really useful, then absolutely get in touch with us. You can either leave a comment in the Q&A section of this webinar, or you can email marketing-uk@flp.ltd, or you can comment directly on the training posts when those videos are released as well. But the first 3 videos are going to be how to measure your performance on Facebook to help you shape future content. So that's something that we quite often get comments about, just wondering how to know what it is that your audience wants and what they're expecting from you content-wise. So this is just a way to go in, check your analytics, and see how you can help to shape your future content. We're also going to be talking about how to take great product photos, because again, that's something that people have asked us about quite a lot, just how to take a really nice product photo, and then how to keep your customers engaged in a C9 as well. So that will obviously tie in really nicely with this month's campaign. And that is it social media wise. So I will hand you back over to Ollie.
Thanks, Rach. So yeah, as you can see, there is quite a lot going on social media at the moment, and Rachel's been working really hard to give you some absolutely fantastic assets and trainings, everything. So I'd really encourage like diving into all of the social media pages. We also have, let me just change the slide here. We have a few blogs which are coming out, which will be on Forever Knowledge. So we've got blogs around mindset and the science behind the C9. We've got one about setting goals for 2021, sector growth and trends to look out for. We've got all about balancing your diet, and we've got one which is around the aloe vera gel, which is the flagship product, as I said. So yeah, I'd really encourage you to go on to Forever Knowledge. These usually get released every Friday, and then we'll also post them out on social media as well, and they'll be in the newsletter from email the week after as well. So hopefully plenty of opportunity to see it, but I'd really encourage you to dive into those blogs. There's a lot of good information in there to draw out from. We've also got quite a few webinars running in January as well. We've got one which is all about the C9 and the F15, so that will be an even deeper dive into learning about the C9 and the benefits behind it, and the F15 as well. So I'd really encourage you, if you're thinking of doing the C9 or the F15, or if you've got customers interested in C9 and F15, or if you just want to learn more about it, if you're a bit on the fence, it will be a great webinar to go on. So I'd really encourage that one. We've also got webinars on the nutrition side of it, and the supplements, and kind of like lifestyle and best products to go with like weight management and leading a healthy lifestyle and goal setting and all that kind of thing. So there's quite a lot coming up in the webinar space in January as well. So that's kind of come to an end of what we want to talk about today. But what I would really say is one thing that we really want to encourage everyone in January is to be part of the kind of community feel we can create on all of our social channels and things. If you all come together with all your customers, with all of your teams, and really shout about what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be reaching your goals, what your goals are, posting pictures of being on the C9 or getting fit, or lifestyles or reflections from the year before. We'd love to see that. We at head office in particular would love to see everything which you'd post on social media and tag us in with. Bob, the country manager, who runs his own Facebook page, which some of you hopefully will follow, Bob Parker. So if you haven't, then go and follow him. He loves looking at everything that you're doing as well. Anything that you're doing of like goal setting, of getting fit and active and lifestyles is really important. And I think that the more we can like share and build a community is of forever business owners and people who also love the products and the lifestyle, the industry that we're in. I think we should really shout about that and really kind of encourage each other by sharing and posting and just creating that kind of community feel, and showing that we are this team of FBOs and just generally people in general. So thanks everyone for joining the webinar. Thanks Rach for effing on the social media side of it, and for coming up with all these assets. If you do have any questions, as Rach says, just feel free to pop them into the chat bar. We also love getting all of your feedback from either through social media or if you email us into the marketing inbox as well. Then feel free to come and ask us any questions or give us any feedback or anything. It would be really appreciated. But yeah, so as we enter 2021, the time is now. So let's get out there, let's get motivated, let's work out what we hold true to ourselves, and let's make 2021 the best year yet. Thank you.